Signs of confidence in the future of Indonesia and its bond holdings. Thought we'd bring you this little snapshot. Foreigners are buying more bonds since President SBY's party won the vote. According to the Royal Bank of Scotland, RBS, could go up further. Say a re-rating may be ahead. Bond yields have been declining but remain above levels in 2007. RBS says Moody's Investor Service probably is going to upgrade their credit rating very soon. Local currency bonds have been the best performer in Asia thus far this year. In line with rising sentiment, Indonesia expecting to maintain an average 7% growth rate for the next several years. How are they going to do that? The VP designate says the government will introduce new measures to spur investment after it takes over in October. Haslinda sat down with Boediono and asked him what those steps will be.
My priority at the moment is to prepare myself, of course, to for the work, future work, and I'm at the moment working with some of expert team, a kind of team that prepare for some of the possible action plans or policies that we may be able to announce quite early.
You've talked about a new investment package. What will that entail? Because you've already passed an investment law 2 years ago. What does Indonesia need now?
I guess in the area of rules in the investment approvals, and there are things that we identified that it could be shortened and so on. So I would prefer to wait until the concrete package is in a good and concrete form.
Investors say that the problem with Indonesia is the implementation of its policies. Your thoughts on that? How different will the next 5 years be?
Well, hopefully will be a kind of more transparent, more predictable process of business activities and more predictable policies at the national, at the local level as well. That's my hope, and I will work hard for that.
Inflation is easing. It's coming close to your target of 3%. Do you think that's sustainable going forward? How does it look for 2010, for instance?
I think we will work hard to maintain the stability of the basic necessities. That's the key. In developing countries like Indonesia, inflation is not a matter of just monetary policy and so on, but it is a matter of how to secure a basic necessity at stable prices.
A cabinet is in the midst of being formed in Indonesia. What makes sense for the government right now? To talk with parties like Golkar, for instance?
Always makes sense, to have a kind of cooperation, coalition, but again, that depends on the further development between the two groups, Golkar and Democrat Party and the coalition. So I would not venture to give you my prediction of that.
Boediono, like many Indonesians, he goes by one name. Final thoughts from Ray Barros here of Ray Barros Trading Group, and a lot of you have been pinging crazily into the show today. Any thoughts on Indonesia? Very close in your neck of the woods down there. Ray, of course, the unfortunate terror attacks, but seems like the market dynamics and fundamentals and the long-term view has not been lost on the people.
No, I think it's really going to depend on this new government coming through. As your correspondent said on TV, one of the main problems in Indonesia is they have great plans, but the implementation always suffers. I really would like to see what sort of implementation this new government is going to come in before having any firm views about the future direction of the Indonesian economy, Bernie.
Okay.